Banderacon, Captain's Log. We're going to kick off a little mini tribute to Spoony, who hopefully is on his way to making some form of a comeback. So, to go and explain what Spoony meant to me in my history with him, I have to go back to university. Now, I was a massive Final Fantasy VIII fan. It was kind of a big defining point for me because I got it when I was a moody teenager, and lo and behold, the main character from Final Fantasy VIII is the moodiest goddamn teenager that ever did. And it was, I wouldn't put it too mildly to say it was gone to the point of obsession for me, if I'm perfectly honest. Fast forward a few years from then to university, and one of my classmates recommends a dude called Spoony. It says he did a pretty decent review of Final Fantasy VIII, though taking a solid piss out of it. I tried watching it, and I was a little annoyed at him at the time, because obviously he was taking a massive shit on something I regarded highly, but at some point I got round to watching the episode seriously on his YouTube channel. This would have been kind of just before that guy with the glasses really took off massively and started recruiting, and you had Spoony kind of join in on that, so he was still running his own site pretty successfully, and I loved it. Noah Antwiler is genuinely just an interesting and fun character. His reviews were always amusing and thoughtful, and he had the ability to just go off without script for quite some time. So what initially was kind of like grudging dislike, it turned into something I'd watch damn near every day in some form or fashion. His Ultima retrospective, which wasn't finished at the time, was still pretty damn good and brought back sort of never short of the nostalgia factor for me. And I remember at the time he released the Terra's Realm review, I was at home and I got into the habit of, which is now a life habit, I was working night shifts at a restaurant, and I wasn't really enjoying it because I'd basically wake up, go to work, go to sleep. So I got in the habit of leaving something on in the background, and that way it kind of felt like I was watching something and actually making good use of my spare free time. So I remember putting on the Ring Terra's Realm, and my brother, who was chilling out with me for the time, he was spending the night over, during some random point in the review, he was stone asleep and he sat bolt upright and just said the words, "Wow, this game is shit," and then went straight back to sleep. He wasn't even fully awake at the time. But that's a memory I'll carry with me forever that lives rent-free inside my head. I'm not going to cover whatever that happened to bring him down right now, because I just want to get around to you that he was part of me growing up. I think he would have been if it wasn't the fact that I was like 15 to 20 something when I was watching him most regularly, he would have been the Saturday morning cartoons for me, if I'm perfectly honest. It was just something I looked forward to. I went straight to his website. This was back when a dude could kind of realistically have their own website, as opposed to kind of the holy trinity of YouTube, Twitch, and I guess the other tertiary social medias like TikTok, Instagram, what have you. He had his own thing, he had his own empire, he was doing really well for himself, he had a loyal fan base, he had, like, not a strict upload schedule, but his content was uniformly really damn good. It didn't have, like, the highest production values, but he did his own thing, he was fun, he messed around. He definitely wasn't sort of the cookie-cutter YouTuber that you seem to have nowadays, the like and subscribe kind of motherfucker that exists no end. Look at what they made us give. But that was also during a period where I was watching Doug Walker a hell of a lot. Like, Nostalgia Critic was fun. He's still good. I think I've grown out of that. His reviews were uniformly very well scripted, and later on especially they've become very high value productions, because he's got the co-workers that oh god, I've forgotten the names. I know I'm thinking Lindsay, but that's the Nostalgia chick, or whatever she goes by these days. But yeah, Spoony was fantastic, and I really do hope he makes a comeback. I'll go into a little bit more in the next episode. So today's call out, I want you to pick a game on your back catalogue and make it the next on your to-do list. I don't care if you pick it, I don't care if you do it at random, I just want you to knock something off of your Steam wishlist or your itch.io page or something. And if you don't have a backlog, I want you to find something. So, like, if you're currently, well, if you play MOBAs all the time or whatever you do, make a break from whatever you're doing, try something a little bit different. And I'm out.